Jack Torrance, Danny's darts, and the cosmic irony of Kubrick's The Shining. In The Shining, Stanley Kubrick leaves no detail unspun, no thread untangled, and no dart unthrown. Take, for example, the moment Jack Torrance mistakenly assumes that his son, Danny, is playing a violent video game about spaceships and alien domination. In reality, Danny is playing darts, the most quintessentially non-electronic pastime you can imagine. Jack's misinterpretation isn't just the grumbling of a dad out of touch with modern hobbies, it's a hilarious commentary on generational paranoia, misplaced assumptions, and the symbolic meaning of throwing sharp objects at a circular target. Let's break down this moment of mistaken identity, explore the surprisingly rich history of darts, and decode the deeper meaning. Kubrick may have intended by contrasting a quiet game of darts with Jack's fever dream of cosmic domination and fatherly frustration. Jack Torrance, father, caretaker, master of misinterpretation. Jack's assumption that Danny is playing a violent video game speaks volumes about his character. Jack is perpetually caught between what he thinks is happening and what's actually going on, and nowhere is this funnier than in his misreading of Danny's activity. Out of touch, out of time, the idea of Jack, a man whose idea of entertainment probably involves a paperback thriller and whiskey, trying to understand video games is inherently funny. For him, anything with a target is automatically a pixelated battleground for cosmic conquest. Jack's projection, Jack's assumption says more about him than it does about Danny. His fixation on violence and control leads him to interpret even the most mundane actions as part of some larger, aggressive narrative. The cosmic joke that Jack, a man slowly descending into violent madness, projects his own issues onto a game of darts is classic Kubrick irony. Jack Torrance, meet the dartboard of your psyche, a brief and surprisingly violent history of darts. While Jack Torrance imagines his son engaging in futuristic video game warfare, Danny is participating in a game with roots stretching back centuries, one that's no stranger to violence itself. Darts as medieval warfare. Darts originated as a training tool for archers in medieval England. Soldiers would throw shortened arrows at tree trunks to hone their aim. The bullseye, a literal target for future domination. Darts goes domestic. Over time, the game moved indoors, evolving from a war training exercise into a pub staple. By the 20th century, darts had become a pastime associated with camaraderie, focus, and a slight risk of poking someone in the eye. The bullseye as cosmic symbol, the circular design of a dartboard with its concentric rings leading to a central point, mirrors cosmic patterns, planets orbiting a sun, a black hole surrounded by stars. If Kubrick wasn't consciously referencing cosmic harmony, he absolutely stumbled into it. Kubrick's darts, a symbolic bullseye. Kubrick's decision to have Danny playing darts isn't random. In The Shining, every detail carries symbolic weight, and Danny's dartboard serves as a subtle counterpoint to the violence brewing in his father's psyche. Precision versus chaos. Darts is a game of focus and accuracy, requiring a steady hand and calm demeanour. Jack, by contrast, embodies chaos and impulsivity, hacking through obstacles and doors with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. Childhood innocence. Danny's choice of darts over a violent video game reflects his innocence, a sharp contrast to Jack's increasing obsession with power and aggression. The target as foreshadowing, the dartboard itself is a metaphor for Jack's eventual madness. As he spirals, he begins to see his family as targets, with Wendy and Danny at the centre of his bullseye, video games and Jack's space-age paranoia. Jack's assumption that Danny is playing a violent video game is hilariously misguided, but also deeply revealing. It taps into the 1980s cultural anxiety about video games, technology, and the alien unknown. The fear of the future, for Jack, a video game about spaceships and aliens, is a stand-in for all the forces he can't control. Progress, technology, even his own son's growing independence. Aliens and cosmic domination, Jack's imagined video game reflects his own imperialist delusions. He's not just battling ghosts in the Overlook, he's waging a cosmic war for dominance, one whiskey shot at a time. Projection over reality, Danny isn't exploring galaxies or vaporizing enemies, he's playing darts. Jack's paranoia turns a simple game into a cosmic conspiracy, much like his paranoia turns his family into adversaries. The comedy of misinterpretation. The juxtaposition of Danny's innocent game of darts with Jack's violent assumptions creates a moment of dark comedy, a hallmark of Kubrick's filmmaking. The father-son gap, Jack's inability to understand what Danny is doing, highlights the generational gap between them. Danny's game of darts represents simplicity and focus. Jack's imagined video game is a chaotic free-for-all. The cosmic irony of darts, a game rooted in precision and discipline, becomes a cosmic joke when viewed through Jack's warped perspective. In his mind, Danny isn't just playing, he's commanding an intergalactic fleet. Conclusion, a bullseye of symbolism. In The Shining, the contrast between Danny's game of darts and Jack's imagined video game isn't just a throwaway detail, it's a microcosm of their relationship and a reflection of Kubrick's broader themes. Darts, with its history of precision and focus, serves as a metaphor for Danny's resilience and clarity. Jack's misinterpretation, meanwhile, underscores his descent into chaos and his inability to connect with his son. So, the next time you watch The Shining, pay attention to Danny's dartboard. It's not just a pub game. It's a symbolic bullseye for Kubrick's exploration of generational disconnect, misplaced paranoia, and the cosmic absurdity of trying to hit a target you can't even see. And if Jack Torrance offers to play around with you, politely decline. His aim isn't exactly steady.